Hello everybody, welcome to round number 11 of 20th season 6 of the Sunoco Elite Series. We're here at Canada. It's the first round of the International Tour, and it's the round everyone's been waiting for because it's the last race before the start of silly season here for season 7. And it's a new round of Canada this time. Last year we went to Falcon Hill, but that race really didn't work out. We're here at Road Gatineu this year, and if the non-charter shootout is anything to go off of, this is going to be an exciting race. On pole position today, it is Gerard Aran in the 91 for Thundersport. Aran has actually had a great season thus far, his best of his career, and is looking to keep that upward trend going, and starting on pole for the second time this season is definitely a way to do it. Alongside Aiden Shepard, who is right in the middle of a championship fight with Brock and Jackson. Although Jackson has a sizable points lead, he's trying to make up for it here at Gatineu. On row 2, you got Philip Scott, the other person who's gotten 2 pole positions this season, and your Pikes Peak winner. Scott also in this championship hunt a little bit further down the order, but we'll see how he can do today to try to make up a few positions. Alongside Nick Pericles, who is not in the title fight. Pericles is down low in points. Lower than we've seen him in a long time. Pericles has some time to make up here. Scott Ganassi, I'm wondering how much his ride is in jeopardy with, I believe he's 21st in points. Wonder if his ride is in jeopardy with him being that low. On row 3, you got a pair of Titans, the 2 people with 10 career wins. It's Max Anderson and William Brock. Anderson, second at the Royale, runner-up to Roger Ray. And Anderson, big confidence booster on the list, finishing in the top 5 in that, trying to get some consistent pace going so he can start making a run to the front. And William Brock, who is second in points, the guy with the biggest chance of overtaking Jackson in points. We'll see what he can do in that 01. On row 3, you got Jeffrey Finguy. His last season, his one and only time here at Gatineu. Didn't have too good of a day at the Royale. See if he can turn around his momentum and get a good result here today. Alongside Roman Rahal, another person in the title hunt. A lot of people, a lot of Mavericks are in that title fight, and Roman Rahal is no different. Rahal had a pretty good Royale run, didn't make it to the finals, but still made it pretty far. Rahal trying to continue this upward trend he's been on lately. And on row 5, you have Alexander Rowe. In the 87 duel. It's his last season, the 87 that was announced back in Vegas. So he's got half a season left in this 87. Where he will go from there is unknown currently. Alongside the returning face, it's Zachary Fitzwater Sr. It's been a while since we've been able to say that name on track. Welcome back, Fitzwater, as the command's about to be called. But it's nice to see Fitzwater back once again in that 59. Along with Windhelm in the 58 has also returned. The 35 is still going to be unsponsored for this race. They have yet to find a sponsor that will take them up yet. We'll just have to see over time when they can get that sponsor going. But Pace Car is going to roll in. Gerard Aran, for the second time this season, will lead it down to the green flag for the first time ever at Road Gatineu. Green flag is in the air in Canada as the first round of the International Tour is underway. Some people in the back jumping out. That was William Duncan. He has a lot of time to make up in this race. Aran and Shepard make contact. Philip Scott wants a piece of this. Will he get it? I'm not sure. I don't think he will. Shepard's got the advantage in this corner. Someone ran it wide back there. That's Bartlett. The Trailblazers not starting off well. Although Duncan did start off well, he gained a lot of positions off the start for jumping low. Taking risks. When you take a risk, sometimes it works out, and it did for him. Aran gonna retaliate on Shepard. Down the inside for the lead. Only 16 laps here today. This is a very long circuit, so 16 laps. Don't let that deceive you. This is still a pretty long race. Scott versus Pericles, former teammates for third. Oh, he hits him! Pericles runs it wide and hits Scott. That's going to lead Anderson around both of them, and he'll go for third. I think he's got it. Scott going to try to go down the inside now and take what's going to be fourth. Early contact in this race between Scott Ganassi and Maverick Wolf, and this is just led full frontal to gain a nice third place. That's Hans Windhelm running it wide in the hairpin. Here, this is the big section a lot of people are worried about. It's this S-bend. The S-bends, yeah, look at Jackson. The S-bends can be such a devil if you just don't get a good entry. There, oh! Art turns his teammate! Whoa! John Art, what was that? Jovic around. And after announcing that this would be his last season, it looks like he's not going to get that first career win in Canada. What happened? So here's another look on board with John Art. They just get out of the S-bends. And look, oh, Jovic came down on Art. Art just couldn't go anywhere, and it's just, oh, it happens, but damn, bad luck for Dak Jovic. Ain't gonna win in Canada. Maybe another time. As we finish up lap 1, it's Gerard Aron trying to get his first career win. They got a good gap over the rest of the field, him and Shepard. We'll see how long that lasts, though. We expect one pit stop around lap 10. Here comes Roman Rahal down the inside of Pericles. Pericles still has that right side damage that he has to deal with. Getting loose in the chicane and getting into the 80 of Philip Scott. Rahal happy to take 5th position. And there's Spielback here who would also like to take that 5th position. There's a lot of big powerhouses. And up near the front, there's Shane Vincent. Right now sitting in another top 15 spot from his, for his part-time championship run. Been the top 15 in like the last, pretty much every race he's been in, actually. I think he might have beat every single one. But he's just been good in that 37, been able to score top 15 after top 15. And right now he sits in another position to get a top 15. We'll see how that works out for him. Ooh, a little loose. The chicane takes another victim as Finguy would be coming in, and it would just be Halleck getting into him and spinning him out. And Irvine behind tried to avoid as he was running. Oh, it's a few people who were scrambling to try to avoid him, and Connor Monaco and Kieran Mulcher hook the cars together. They're trying to get separated. Oh, this is awkward. There they go. That's going to ruin both of their races as well. Paulson. Oh my god, this is chaos. So this would be Cordell Paulson coming into the first hairpin. He'd be clipped by Lorenzo Log, and Lorenz would send Paulson around. I'm guessing there's some anger with the 42 driver after what happened in Vegas. A lot of people not happy with him. I'm guessing that's where it rubs off from. Fitzwater, though, first race back after his injury back in Nashville. Not doing too bad. For a first time back, this is definitely not too bad. Eric Monaco versus DJ Curtis. Looks like Monaco's going to be able to get the advantage and keep 11th. Oh, Fitzwater went for a move on both Vincent and Jackson and takes them both. What a move for the champion, for the Season 2 champion. Great job. Showing he's still got it. Aron. He's got to feel the pressure from that 34. Shepard already has a win this year, coming back in Denver. Now in the International Tour, can he win the opener of the International Tour? Shepard really starting to put the pressure on Iran now. A mistake out in the 91 in this S-bend could lead Shepard to strike. Go on board through the S-bends. A mistake out of both of them coming through the S-bend is actually going to lead Anderson closer. But they have stayed at this consistent gap they've had between them for a while. It's not too hard to close up and gap someone, or close up and pass someone, but it seems that Shepard and Iran have even pace right now. So Iran did have a fast lap last time around. Ooh, that's freeze in the pits. No damage, so it looks like a mechanical issue. And there's Paulson still hanging out in the pits. Your fast lap of the race, Alexander Rowe is the guy to beat right now. 7th place, a 2:19.2. 3/10 he's quicker than everyone else. Oh, Shepard really putting the pressure on now. Could we see a pass here in this very long left-hander? I also see Roman Rahal striking on his teammate. The battle for 4th is heating up between the Maverick teammates. Rahal versus Scott. They are still championship rivals right now, so Rahal is going to want this position. They're going to continue to battle into the chicane. Who's going to get it to the chicane? It looks like Scott, probably. Yeah, Scott's just going to wrap it around that outside and he'll take back and forth. But it was a good fight by Roman Rahal. Just couldn't hook it in the chicane. As here is that is Scott Roush trying to get through Alexander Rowe. Or no, this is Rowe getting through Roush. Sorry. Other way around. Rowe is actually going to take the 6th position. We now have a Maverick 456. Where is their teammate? 16. Kind of struggling. There's Duncan still on a pretty fast pace. There's Griffin still on a pretty fast pace. How's the battle at the front? Even. Neither party wants to give an inch to each other. Well, we're about halfway through this run. Pit stops is pretty much the key part of this race because when you pit is going to be very important. Back in the chicane. Will Iran make a mistake this time? Yes, Shepard does not. That's going to close the gap. Look at the 34. He's just trying to keep his momentum up and trying to catch the 91. But not. Here's the 3 Mavericks. Caldwell and Roush. They have a battle underway. Battle for 7th. Oh, Caldwell's going to have the advantage in the last corner. Can Roush clear him before then? No. This means Roush, you're going to have to get a great run in 1 and 2. Windhelm. He was struggling for grip earlier in the race when he ran wide into the dirt in the hairpin on lap 1. What happened now? The grip in that 58 car is way off this weekend because not only did he run wide in that hairpin on lap 1, but now he runs wide in the chicane, loses the car and goes into Bartlett and takes himself out. Bartlett would continue in the race, but he has some damage now on that 86. Once again, Shepard close, but is he close enough to make a move? We've seen a lot of people make moves this weekend. A lot of people make up through the order, but it just doesn't seem like the 34 has the pace right now. Oh, here's a big train. Is Fitzwater going to try a move? Down the inside of Julio Cesar here. He's gonna go low, but I don't think he's gonna get a nose under the 35, no. Cesar gonna hang on to the 12th position for now. See a lot of people low on pace. That's Brock. That's an undercut. No, that's not a mechanical issue. That's an undercut. What are you pulling, Brock? That's really risky. To be pulling undercuts that far when the overcut is expected to be better, Brock, you are really rolling the dice here. He is piquing my interest with it, though. I want to see how this turns out. This is going to be interesting. We hadn't seen anyone experiment with a major undercut. So, I am very interested to see how this goes. Cesar trying to overtake the 14. That is Eric Monaco. As Curtis has already gotten around Monaco, what can Cesar do? We're in the chicane. Oh, Shepard and Anderson both messed up. Look at Rowe hunting down his teammate. Roush almost ran it wide. There he goes. Cesar right down the inside, and that's the move for 11th. And another position that Eric Monaco will drop, and even another position lost to Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Fitzwater, his first race back, he's looking very strong. As he's moved his way up into 12th, Cesar into 11th, and Curtis breaches the top 10 for Monarch. It's a very good day for Monarch, although they've had 2 people involved in incidents. It's still a good day for the driver of the 88, that is DJ Curtis. Now the pressure's on to Philip Scott by his teammate. Ray Hall was overtaken by him, and now it looks like it's Scott's turn. Rowe was involved in an incident back in practice, was given a 5-spot grid penalty, qualified in 4th, started in 9th, but now he is trying to make up for that grid penalty. This would be the last spot to make up for the entire penalty, and it took 8 laps to do it. Rowe down the inside of Scott. This is for 4th. Could Rowe, even with a grid penalty, win this race? He's looking very strong right now, maybe the strongest in the race. What can he do with it? Fastest lap of the race, still Ryan Griffin. Almost reaching the 218s. Oh, come on, Shepard. You're so close. We just want to battle for the lead, but you just don't have the power. Rowe might. Not gonna lie, Rowe might have the power to keep up with the run. And DJ Curtis now gets passed by Julio Cesar. That's the move for 10th. So Cesar, Roush Racing Enterprises got to be very happy with their new driver, as he is now made a complete Roush Racing Enterprises top 10, as Shane Vincent, Scott Roush, and Aiden Shepard are already here. Now Cesar has joined them. Nice voice crack, me. Oh! Fitzwater's in the grass! Oh, that's gonna hurt his race. Oh, Shepard has not been closer to the 91 this race. I think he finally found the pace. Can he make a move anywhere on track? Once again, we know people have had pace to make moves in this race. We've seen people make moves in practice constantly, but Shepard just has not been able to keep pace with the 91. Or rather, he has kept pace, but he can't do any better than that. He can't close that gap. Now he's finally able to do it. If Iran can make a mistake here, it's Shepard. They both make the mistake, but Iran makes a bigger one. Oh, Shepard's gonna run it wide. All this mistake after mistake from these top 2 was actually just leading the 40 into the picture. Now there's a 3-way battle for the lead. How about some people back here? Fitzwater, although he ran it wide in the S-Bends a bit back, he still holds 12th. Still a good day for Fitzwater. back. It doesn't look like anyone else has been involved in incidents. Bowers, another bad day. Oh, Finn guy got back going. Jovic got back going. They're still in this. Carlson and Connor Monaco near the rear. Oh, everyone's actually starting to come in. Ooh, we didn't spot that. Is it actually everyone? I didn't expect everyone. Who's out first? Who's it gonna be? Anderson? Shepard? Iran! What's going on? Oh, Iran drops to 4th. Anderson takes the lead. Iran had the lead for the first stint of this race, and he's gonna give it up. Brock, where are you? That actually kind of worked out. Oh wow. I'm surprised. That worked out pretty well for the 01. That was actually a great strategy for him. Again, no one had experimented with a major undercut in practice, so no one knew how it was going to go. Brock rolled the dice, and we know that the tires get better as the run go on until they fall off right at the very end, which is when people try to avoid the fall off. So Brock's going to be on a pretty good pace compared to everyone else. He could be your fastest guy for this stint because he has the older tires, the warmer tires. Since it's not easy to get the tires up to temperature here, it's really good that he's able to keep himself up here. Anderson runs it wide in that corner. Shepard keeping it nice and tight. He's catching. Shepard has good pace right now. Could he pass for the lead? This would be Shepard's second win of the season. Shepard's had a good run so far this season. No injuries this time around in the American Tour, which is when it happens. He's looking pretty good right now in this season, and a second place in this race would heighten that even more. We see now that Brock has butted his head into here. Julio Cesar has fallen out of the top 10. Because Brock actually is really good at strategy. Who would have guessed? He's the 10-time winner. One of 2. And the other one's now in the lead. Oh, Eric Monaco versus DJ Curtis. This is for 12th. That's what I thought it was. It's for 12th. Eric. It's a very good line. Oh, a little shaky out of the corner for Curtis. Could this be a time to strike? Look at Bowers up into 15th. God, what kind of pit stop did he get? Same with, that's Duncan. He moves up 4 spots in the race from 21st to 17th. Oh no, Duncan just made those moves. Duncan didn't get those in the pits. He got them by himself. Oh wow, Duncan must be very quick right now then. Jackson drops a ton of positions. Hercules, Arndt drops a lot of positions. A few people could not keep pace. Oh, Shepard can't keep pace with Anderson, but one person who can, the 87, Alexander Rowe. Trying to slip the nose on Aiden Shepard. Maverick Wolf may be starting to regret getting rid of him now, because look at the pace he's got today. He already has a win this season coming in Kansas, but inconsistency has been his problem this season. Could he get back on a good run and try to rally for a good ride next season? Oh, Shepard dive bomb! Whoa! Did not see that coming. Shepard for the lead. What a move! From a 34 car. Shepard, your new leader. They are very tight in your top 3, and I think Rowe's gonna make a move too. Rowe down the inside of Anderson. Could he dive bomb Shepard here? He will! Oh, it's on now. Rowe for the lead. Rowe versus Shepard now. for the lead. Anderson lurking behind. Shepard, he checked up, gave him space, and now he's got the momentum. Here comes Shepard, back on the rear of Alexander Rowe. Anderson had to check up a lot in the chicane and ended up losing a lot of time. From the lead to third in 2 corners. And now it's Rowe versus Shepard. What a battle that was. That was awesome. Oh, although not all the Roush racing cars are in the top 10, I think Caesar might want 10th nonetheless. He's close in 6/10 a lap on the 37. Bowers is going to overtake his teammate Fitzwater. The 14th, Bowers made it to the semifinals in the Royale, which was so impressive for a Fitzwater Australia car to make it that far. Now it looks like he's finally got pace this season. He hasn't had much so far. He's the lowest driver in points who has made every start, and now Bowers trying to do something with this. Trying to get some position. I told you, Caesar wants a top 10 to make his new team proud at the start of his run for this team. He wants to prove that he deserves to keep that 35. Caesar peeking. He gave the 37 a little tap on his backside. He wants by. What's Shane gonna do? Shane's gonna fight him. The guys to the front. Shepard, a good distance between him and Rowe. It's not what he wants. We're at 4 laps to go. Can Shepard come back at Rowe? It looks like Rowe's just ready to run away with this win. I don't think Shepard has the pace. Same problem he had with Iran. He just doesn't have the pace to keep up with that 87, and I think the 87's gonna run with this. I don't think Shepard can catch him. 3 laps to go for Alexander Rowe in Canada. Can he bring it home? I think he can. Ray Hall down the inside of Vance Caldwell, trying to put himself back into 6th. His teammates have been making up positions. He hasn't, and there he goes. Oh! Roush just dumped Caldwell! Oh! And there goes Brock. That's 2 positions Brock's just gonna happily take, but Caldwell up in smoke. Roush may have to answer to that. What happened there? The big question that comes to mind is, did Roush hit him or did Caldwell come down? No, that was Roush. That was all Scott Roush. Oh, that means Roush is going to have to answer for that. That is not what Scott Roush needs, and he may be pushed down out of the points for that. Because if Caldwell does, so will he, which means the 31st position driver, which Cody Lamas would be 30th. No, with Caldwell out, yeah. I don't know who we're looking for. Benoit would be 30th. Carlson would be 31st. Pericles might score. Because Caldwell, he's limping. Roush, that's not how you play this. A few people are going to happily take a few positions, but not how we want people to lose positions. We want it in good battles, not from wrecks. Bad luck for Vance Caldwell. That 38's going to have to answer for that from the stewards. Rowe in the 87, still sailing away with this. Little mistake ain't going to matter. No way can Shepard catch him here. No way. God, but Brock's got to be very happy to just jump up into what would be 7th now. Looks like the major undercut worked wonders for the 01 car. No, this is all Alexander Rowe. Rowe already has a win this season. Once again, coming at Kansas. He's won Kansas 3 times. But he has never won outside of a speedway, a mile and a halfer. He's only won on those. He's never won on anything else. 3 times at Kansas, once at Las Vegas. And now, Rowe is going to get a road course under his belt. Shepard already has a road course under his belt. Anderson has a road course under his belt. A few of them. Scott has them. Iran just doesn't have a win altogether. But now Rowe, this time around, he'll be taking the white flag. Will be in the air for Alexander Rowe. 1 lap to go to finish up here at the Round of Canada. It was a great fight between himself, Shepard, and Anderson. But Rowe will come out on top and pulling the second fastest lap of the race, proving that his car is not slowing down. Rowe looks like he's just going to sail away with this one. Oh my. Brock has moved into 6th now. He's got a really quick pace in these last few laps. That's expected. Duncan's going to be happy to take home 14th. Who's last in points? Looks like Carlson versus Pericles is going to be for this last points paying position. Which, that's valuable. This low on the track, your last points paying position is valuable. Looks like Pericles is going to get it. Rowe lost his ride already. He will not be back in the 87 next season. Which really sucks to see him leave Honda. And what we suspect to be leaving Honda. And Rowe going to have to find a new home next season in Season 7. But he wants to make Maverick proud in his last season for the team. And a second win this season, his first ever win at a road course. After getting a penalty in practice, having to start 5 positions down to his qualifying position. And even with the penalty, Rowe's gonna pull it off. The S-Bens, one last time. The one last place where a mistake can be made, and not a single mistake in sight. Shepard, you had a great run. Had the lead for just a moment, but it's not gonna be. Maverick Wolf is gonna take their 4th win of the season. And Rowe going to be the 2nd person this season to take 2 through the last corner. And Alexander Rowe is going to take his 5th career win, his 2nd of the season, and his 1st in a road course. He wins in Canada. Rowe, on the last lap, will take the fastest lap of the race, proving that he was the quickest guy out here this weekend. Shepard, a valiant effort, comes home 2nd. Anderson in 3rd. Scott in 4th. Iran could have won it. It sucks, but a 5th can't be mad about another great finish for the 91. His breakout season continues. 6th for William Brock after an amazing undercut move works out. Rahal in 7th. Roush in 8th. Caesar makes his team proud in 9th, but with Roush probably moving down out of the order because Caldwell has dropped out of the race, that means it'll probably be Caesar in 8th, Vincent 9th, and Eric Monaco. We'll round out your top 10. Congratulations, Rowe. It's a win he needed to start to look out for new team owners next season. Start to put his name out there to say that he wants a title next season, possibly even this season. But he needs to get his consistency up, which is why Maverick has let him go. He has just not had the consistency this season. A good way to turn that around is a win. And Exactly what he did here in Canada. As we're going to start silly season with Alexander Rowe being a winner. A 2-time winner this season and a 5-time winner in his career. Congratulations to Alexander Rowe. Let's go look at your finishing results. So it's Alexander Rowe taking the win here at Canada Road Gatineu. It's our first race at Road Gatineu, and Rowe got to be very happy to take the win. Shepard in second, Anderson third, Scott in fourth, Ron fifth, Brock sixth, Rael seventh, Caesar eighth, Vincent ninth, and Monaco 10th, because Roush has been docked all of his positions down out of the points, which will push, actually it will push Carlson into the points, so he's got to be very happy. Monarch going to have 3 people scoring, and especially with DJ Curtis pulling P12, he's going to be very happy to get a good result here in Canada. Some other people got some good results. Sean Art for Fitzwater Australia. Fitzwater Australia overall had a pretty good day. 13th, 15th, 17th, but also Freeze, 36th. Not a good day for Vince Freeze. Fitzwater, his first race back after his injury, up into 15th today. Can't be mad about that. It's a good day for Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Roush Racing Enterprises and Maverick Wolf. Very good performance for them. Full Frontal, although Full Frontal has Cordell Paulson out of the race, they still score a 3rd and a 6th in this race. Can't be too mad about that. But congratulations to Alexander Rowe. And now, with this race over, silly season will be able to get underway, as I hope to see some great moves in the conference room post-race. I'm excited to see what happens once we actually get silly season underway. And next time out, we will be heading south, down to South America. It will be Armory Digital Super Speedway. One of the fan favorite races because of how much action goes on there. And we're very excited to head over to the 3rd Super Speedway of the season. Congratulations to Alexander Rowe, and we will see you all in Brazil for Armory Digital Super Speedway next time. Ciao.